Hey, thanks to everybody joining us here on Buffalo Plus and Buffalo Plus, our YouTube channel. Also, the NFL, right? They got some time on their hands. They're looking to change around some rules. Look, let's all agree with this. I think we'll all agree. The pass interference review out,
Yeah.
I say, thankfully, get that away.
Yeah, it's been a matter of time before. I think everybody's been wanting the sky judge. I feel like this review of pass interferences was like them trying to dip their toe in the water of like fixing this, but it just made it 10 times worse because they were challenging it, had no idea. And then really what they need is to go to that sky judge where like you and I and the fans at home have better camera angles than the refs on the field, but they're making the decision on something this big. And it's like, hey, why don't you let somebody with the 60-inch flat screen sitting upstairs make the decision, right, Jenna?
I mean, there's nothing wrong with watching TV on your phone, but I will say there's something wrong when the officials are using that, when, like you said, Dan, there's so many better camera angles. There's just a better screen to view it on, all of those things. I agree. I think it's nice to see this be talked about, and the fact that I think, the XFL, the AAF, like, right, that's how you say it. Like, I think when they implemented those into the league, it kind of made people be like, yeah, this does make sense and this can work. And I think it does. It makes a lot of sense. The game is played at such a fast pace. There's so many things going on. Just to have a person who's up there overseeing things, I just think it makes so much sense.
Well, let's think about the broadcast we've been watching, right? Whoever the ref of the day is that's upstairs with, the Fox team or the ESPN team or the CBS team.
Yeah.
That's, in a way, sort of what we're looking at here, right? A guy who has that experience looking over plays. And a lot of times I love hearing that thought process of the official. And then, of course, they go down the field and the guy like this, and they're doing it differently, trying to figure out, these old guys, they have no idea.
Can't trust them. You can't.
It's crazy. So I think that's a possibility of something that can be really good, Dan.
And I think it goes back to, you see what college football does, where every single play is reviewed by somebody, and that if there is an issue, you don't even need to challenge it. Somebody gets buzzed, and all of a sudden they're going to, okay, wait, we'll take a look at it. I know people are so afraid of games taking too long, and that's what it is for baseball. But for the NFL, who cares? The games can't go long enough. You can't get enough NFL football.
Oh, they can go too long.
I disagree with that.
No, they can go too long.
This isn't a Red Sox Yankees baseball game.
I disagree with that, Dan.
Nobody wants the delay like that. I'm saying is, if you're going to do it quickly.
Yeah.
College football's quick.
Yeah,
okay, college football games, though, they do take a long time.
That's for a different reason. It's because they stop the clock every time you get a first down, which is insane. By the way, I heard Albert Breer, the NFL reporter, say he texted coaches from all over the league, and 20 some odd coaches responded to him about the sky judge, and 80% loved the idea and wanted it. I think the coaches realize sometimes it's going to go for you, sometimes it's going to go against you, but the best view and the clearest thing, I think in either case, would make you feel better about the rule, that it was seen by somebody up above.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree more.
Still wants to argue.
I know. Look at you.
I don't think you review everything. I just think that those eyes with those screens around you, I think, is big. Now, let's get to the fun one. 4th and 15.
This is good.
This is to replace the onside kick. So you're late in the game. Bills are down to the Dolphins, we'll just say. Well, pick a team, right? They score. They're down by 6 with 1:50 to go. In the old days, like 3 years ago, they're trying that onside kick. Well, the onside kick is just worthless now. They can't move the players around. It doesn't work. So they're trying something different. And the Philadelphia Eagles are the team that put that rule up for vote this year on the 4th and 15. They tried it in the Pro Bowl. Kirk Cousins threw an interception to try it. If you convert, it's a first down, you're moving ahead. If you don't, the other team is getting the ball where you were stopped, maybe at your own 25. Jenna, it's awesome, isn't it?
I hate it. I really do. I think
no fun, Jenna.
I know, seriously. Well, look, it would definitely make for exciting last minute.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Yeah, I get it. Okay, I get it.
But what don't you like about the rule?
Okay, what I don't like is I just think it's too easy.
Easy. You think 4th and 15 is easy?
I think for how far the league has come in terms of I think 4th and 15 is too easy. If you want to do 4th and 20, 4 and 25, something like that. But I do think that 4th and 15.
He watches too much Patrick Mahomes, apparently.
It's a lot easier.
Well, Andy Reid said they've got an advantage with Mahomes. Obviously, you can convert those plays. But, Jenna, I think you're thinking more 3rd and 15. Reason I say that is you don't convert, or maybe you do, maybe you don't. Then you can punt the ball. In this case, you throw an incompletion on this 4th and 15. The other team's getting the ball at your 25. It's a big risk. And I think the way it would play out is you could do it at any time. You don't have to be, doesn't have to be at the end of the game. You could just say, we're doing the 4th and 25 or 4th and 15.
Twice.
And you try it.
Maximum of 2 times.
All right, so Bills fans.
I just don't.
But Bills fans, but Josh Allen, in these circumstances, with his ability to run and his arm and his weapons, I'll take my chances with Josh Allen this year. Yeah. Dan?
Yeah, we joked around before this, just saying, would he run for it or throw for it? I think this year, he may throw for it. I think maybe he's got a couple 20-yard passes in his, in the tool belt this year. But Mike, it's going off of what both of you guys say. Jen, I find it funny that, it's like, well, it's, you're going from something that's so easy to convert where, Mike, I was just watching the old NFL replays. Donovan McNabb, Freddie Mitchell, 4th and 27. Like that, the people's champ. Like that's the first thing that came to my head.
It wasn't that great. It was only 4th and 26. And my buddies that are Packers fans get so mad. First of all, I just watched that game, and Chris Collinsworth was going crazy because of the defense that the Packers were in, and Freddie Mitchell, who stunk and went to jail because he's a loser, did catch that ball. Not that I'm too bitter about Freddie Mitchell.
The people's champ, Mike.
The people's champ. And he talked trash before the Super Bowl against the Patriots. And Belichick wrote it down and basically publicly said, this guy stinks. He's not going to do anything against us. And he didn't do anything in the Super Bowl. Not that I've remembered.
Jenna, is Mike upset?
I was going to say.
Freddie Mitchell.
Going off.
Loser.
Sidebar,
he did make that catch on 4th and 26, yes.
I know we were talking about the Last Dance documentary and like Jordan's grudges. I would love to hear about more of Belichick's grudges and just things of that nature of guys that he's, putting on the whiteboard and then just crossed out.
Well, the one season after after they had gotten in trouble for Spygate, he tried to beat everybody 60-0. I mean, that was the undefeated season. That's when they almost went 17-0. Obviously, the Giants got him they got the regular season, and then Giants got him in the Super Bowl. But yeah, he holds those grudges. I thought you meant my grudges against people that have done.
That's where I thought you were going.
I mean, you already mentioned the Eagles.
You mean like
earlier in
like Rondé Barber interception touchdown?
You haven't mentioned the Super Bowl, but I'm still waiting on that.
In the Super Bowl?
Well, you haven't mentioned the Eagles winning the Super Bowl, so I'm waiting on that as well.
Well, you know what I was thinking? I mean, that was 2018. It's going to be 3 years already.
I know.
we joked around about the podcast when we did story time with Mike. When you drive to New York City with Catalana, you get a lot of stories. And his story time about the Super Bowl, that Eagles Super Bowl, watching it with his family, and then after the strip sack, Mike going, "It's not over."
I was coaching. I coached him up. Hey. And it wasn't over. It came down to a Hail Mary. Man, somebody knocked off those Patriots. The Giants and the Eagles are the ones that got it done. So
not over. It's not over.
It's not over. As I know. I'm telling her. And my mom.
They can hear you.
Mike says it's not over. Well, it wasn't over. All right, so we got the rules in place now. So we got this figured out. We all love getting rid of the pass interference. Sky Judge has its moments as long as they're not too busy. And everybody who understands the NFL loves the 4th and 15.
I will say, I would prefer the 4th and 15 over onside kick.
Right.
But I don't I don't love it.
What gets me about Jenna is you're talking about 4th and 15. You've been watching the Bills offense for the last few years.
I'm just thinking of Patrick Mahomes like Dan.
Yes, that is true.
That to me is scary. Like they need another way to come back in a game.
I will say, I think it would be fun. I think it's going to be fun to see because, and I'm telling you, it's going to impact the way coaches handle things. Right now, you're not really afraid of the onside kick anymore.
No.
It takes a minor miracle to get it now. The 4th and 15, it may not be as easy as Jenna says, but it's convertible. Or, hey, think about this.
Convertible.
You get a defensive holding. You like that? You get a defensive holding, right? Roughing the quarterback. Yep. That's a first down. So
that's crazy.
All right, guys. Nice and feisty, getting ready for the weekend. That's what I like. Thanks for watching here on Buffalo Plus and on our YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe. Join the millions that have subscribed already. Well, maybe that's a bit of an exaggeration, but we do appreciate it. For Jenna and Dan, I'm Mike. Thanks for watching.